Our Sports Inquirer here with Corey Allen from Georgia State basketball. Team's gone off a big win over Dartmouth, back and forth affair. You had a big performance. We'll get to you individually in a moment, but just as a team, are those good matchups, just back and forth, having to do late game execution, just preparing for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think there's some pretty good matchups. There were some tough games, and I think that it's going to get us ready for conference play.
Yeah, and what about just having an end of regulation? I think you hit you had 8 3-pointers, but you hit a big shot. You were able to get to overtime, got a big dunk, just sealed the game. Are those fun games to play in, or is it just a little bit nervous when you're out there?
To me, it's pretty fun. I like playing in those type of atmospheres. I just love playing the game of basketball. So, of course, this game is going to be exciting for me.
And so you hit, I think, 8 3-pointers in that contest, one of the highest totals in school history. Did you know just from the beginning, even warm-ups, maybe your first 3-pointer or two, that I'm going to have a good shooting performance tonight?
I felt like the way I was shooting the ball and how the ball was coming off my hands, that I was shooting it pretty well. And so after I kept shooting it, after a while, it just came to me. The goal felt real wide open for me.
Was that a big point of emphasis in the offseason, just to work on your shot and seeing, was it good to see that come to fruition if that was a big emphasis?
Yeah, I always was a good shooter, but I haven't liked how I've been shooting the ball lately. So I just continue to stay in the gym, keep getting shots up and stuff like that. And I'm happy the game, that showed the real me.
I was talking with Coach, and this is a pretty busy period for you guys. Obviously, holiday season, I'm sure you have families, and also finals with academics coming up. How do you think the team's just handling this active December period so far?
I think we're handling it pretty well. There's a lot of stuff we got to, take on, like school and stuff like that. And then everybody just got back from Thanksgiving break and stuff like that. So, I feel like we're handling it pretty well.
Yeah, and then how is the first few months been under Coach Lanier, new staff and things like that? Just how has the adjustment been for you guys?
Man, it's been pretty great. Coach Lanier he's a great coach. He coaches everything, even off the court, stuff like that, how to be a man, stuff like that. It's just a great guy to be under. So, most definitely.
And he also mentioned, we were joking, you did have a nice assist, I guess, in practice. Mm-hmm. But he did talk about practice habits and you guys just improving on that and making that be a big emphasis. Are you seeing that with the team as well, just getting your practices down so it translates to gameplay?
Yeah, most definitely. We've been having some good practices lately, and it shows throughout the game when the games get tough. And in the late situations, we pull through because we practice pretty hard. Always work hard in practice.
All right, and then lastly, you have Mercer coming up. I call it an in-state rival because they're in the state of Georgia. I don't know if you look at them as a rival, but is there extra fun when you're playing a Georgia Southern or Mercer or any other school just in the state of Georgia?
Yeah, I really haven't got the experience that yet because I redshirted last year. I'm from Michigan, but the game last year against Southern here, it was wild. It was real packed. And it was intense, so I'm ready to play in that type of atmosphere, just like a couple nights ago.
And actually, lastly, you brought it up. How was it like being on the court playing after redshirting and having to sit out and everything like that?
Man, it feels great. It was a big relief because I've been waiting to play for I feel like a bunch of years. So it felt good getting back on the court. It still feels good. So I'm just ready to make a run.
Has anything changed? Just do you physically feel different, or was that year off kind of beneficial in a way that you can just take care of your outside interest and do you feel better now just being on the court?
Yeah, I feel a lot better about how I play. I feel like my game has improved a ton, a lot. It's a big difference from when I used to play at Detroit Mercy. So I feel like that whole little year off was very beneficial to me.